So we know that in the soil organic matter, the organic matter is not all equal. Like in a bowl of a potty mix, there's some particles, some fraction of the organic matters that everybody likes, like the chips, stuff that are intermediate, that are more picky eaters that are eating them, like the Cheetos, and other materials that are more recalcitrant in the bowl of potty mix, that very few people, only the tough girls and the tough women are eating that, and that like the pretzel. So what we did in that study, for all New Brunswick, where we see here, we took samples all over and all the different ecosystem, all the different land use. We took soil samples that we then fractionated into three fractions, like the potty mix. A fraction that is more label or younger one, a fraction that is intermediate one, and a fraction that is more recalcitrant one. How do we know that those three fractions are different? Because we sent them for 14C carbon dating analysis, and we got the results that the label fraction were on average 100 years old, the intermediate 139 years old, and the more recalcitrant old fraction 540 years old. And then we have the proportion and the total amount of organic matters, of organic carbon in each of the different land uses. Where in the wetland, we have much more of everything, but above all, much more of the label materials. Whereas in a forest that is slightly lower than the wetlands, we have a lot of intermediate and still a lot of label materials. When we convert forest into pasture and then agriculture, what we start losing first seems to be mainly the fresh material, the label materials. And in agriculture, we further on gone and losing some of the more recalcitrants, the equivalent of the pretzels, are being lost. Here we have a bowl of potty mix for all of the different land use with the proportional portion of all the different soil proportions. And we see that in the agricultural proportion of it, there's very few label left, and there's very little amount left in all of that. That was all.